Hi, Cartes Ross here with Handyman Riches, and today we're briefly going to talk about marketing systems and why it's important for you to have systems in place that will automatically market and sell your handyman services for you. And in a moment, I'm going to show you some examples of some of the things that are available to you. But you need to understand this fundamental thing. If you don't have systems that are selling for you, if you don't have marketing or advertising mechanisms in place, then people will not know about the services that you offer. And right now, the biggest source of revenue for handymen across the country is the internet, and the ones that are implementing and using internet marketing and internet advertising in their arsenal, they're the ones that are going to make the money, because the consumer they're turning to the internet to find people to do work, whether they're looking for a contractor to do work on a real estate investor's property, whether they're looking for a home, whether it's a residential person looking for somebody to come in and do some work, remodeling, whatever. They're turning to the internet, and I'm going to prove that to you. This tool here is it's a piece of software program by Google AdWords or Google, and this thing here allows us to type in phrases as it relates to your niche or your industry, and it will allow you to see how many people are actively searching the internet and looking for handymen. And right here I'm going to show you. So this tool here, and I typed in the keywords, hit the search button, and what you will see as we scroll down, let me slide this over a little bit. This will tell us how many people are looking. Like we would see here, Atlanta handyman, 1,600 searches per month. What that basically means, 1,600 people went into Google search engine and typed this phrase in exactly. Handyman Atlanta 1,600 times. And if you go in and 450,000 local searches just alone from handyman, the phrase. Handyman services Atlanta, 320 searches a month. Handyman Atlanta, Georgia, 210. Atlanta handyman services, 260. Atlanta bathroom remodeling, 1,000 times. These are, and it's not just Atlanta. Let's type in Nashville, and let's type in Houston handyman. And I'm just showing this to you because I want you to understand this is how people are finding the handyman. 720 searches in Nashville. Houston, 1,600 searches for this phrase, Houston handyman. And guess what? If a person is actively in Google, and keep in mind, these numbers are just from Google. This doesn't include Yahoo, doesn't include MSN's Bing, it doesn't include Ask.com, the other search. This is what people are typing in. And the only reason they would be typing in handyman Nashville is because they're looking for a handyman in Nashville. And home handyman Houston, Texas, 320. Handyman in Houston, 1,900, 1,600 times. Mr. Handyman, 12,000 searches. So people are looking for you. Handyman services, 60,000 times. You got to get online. And let me show you and here's the quickest way to get your business online. If you are a handyman and you're just getting started, or if you're an existing handyman and you're looking for some additional work, this is one way. And I'll talk about some other stuff on our website at handymanriches.com. But let's go here and type in, let me move this up so you can see. I'm at Google now. Atlanta. Do that again. Atlanta. Let's go to Houston. Houston handyman. What did I do? Houston handyman. Okay. Now, these listings here are what we call ads. These are advertisements, meaning these people are paying money to be here. And if you scroll over to the right, they're also paying to be here. These guys pay. For example, let's say I got a $200 budget. I can deposit $200 into Google, and that same also applies with Yahoo and MSN. And with my $200 budget, I can select keywords as it relates to the area that I service. So if I'm a handyman in Houston, then I can go in and type in Houston handyman services, or handyman, and handyman remodeler, or home remodeling, kitchen remodeling. I can choose those terms, which are terms people are most likely to search for me in Houston, and I can set up a little radius. I can say, okay, I want my ads like these here. I only want these to show up if a person is within a 45-mile radius of my zip code. So that means if I'm here in Atlanta, then the ads won't show up here. Your ad won't show up. So that way, if I'm in Atlanta and I'm typing in handyman like this, then it will only bring back Atlanta related ads. So if you're in Houston, your ad won't come up, so you're not wasting money. This is very targeted, it's very profitable. And what'll happen out of that $200 budget, let's say for instance if I were to click on this guy's site here, I'm not going to click it because it's going to cost me money. If I was to click it, it'll take me to his website, and at that point, for example, let's say they are charging 88 cents for the click. So what they'll do is Google will take the 88 cents out of that $200 budget, thus the term pay-per-click advertising, meaning I only pay when somebody actually clicks on my ad and it takes them to my website. So out of that $200 budget, 88 cents is taken out. So for example, let's say I get 100 clicks, it's going to cost me about $88 if it's 88 cents a click. And the next thing that must happen is your website has to convert. Now I'm going to click on this handyman. This here is Google Places, and we can show you how to get here as well. Let's see here, Handy Guys. I'm going to click on this because I want to explain this to you about systems. Okay, once a person, your website is a system. Your website can't just be any type of website. The website has to sell your services. And the problem with most websites when a prospect comes to the site looking for a handyman is you'll see something where it's in our industry we call it image-based marketing, meaning the company tends to talk about themselves and how great they are. For example, Handy Guys is a service-first company. We take pride in providing the highest quality construction, renovation, and handyman services. Our clients can expect innovative, spelled that wrong, and cost-effective results. We are dedicated to sustainable construction concepts utilizing the highest quality, blah, 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 blah. Then it goes on to say, why are we successful? We are a professional residential, blah, blah, blah. We offer, in other words, he's really not talking about anything. If I'm a guy looking for somebody to come in and do some remodeling work down in my basement, this is just a waste of my time. I'm only interested in finding out some information about the remodeling in the basement. And or if I'm the spouse looking for somebody to come in and do remodeling in the kitchen, I'm only interested in that. Whereas these folks are talking about how great they are, I'm not in, so I'm going to click off and go to the next guy. And that's the problem. You need to make the website sell. We'll have additional information on our website at handymanriches.com where we go into detail showing you how to turn that website into a selling machine, because you can put basement remodeling in these ads. You can put kitchen remodeling in these ads. You can put that you do work for real estate investors in these ads. So when a real estate investor comes looking for you, when you click the ad, it takes them straight to that page and not to your home page that's generic and talks about a whole bunch of other stuff. So at the end of the day, folks, you need a system that will, and this is just one source of advertising. You need systems so that you can, so that these systems can actively market and sell your services. I'm going to end it here. I'm running up on my 10-minute time frame. Want more information, visit us online at handymanriches.com, handymanriches.com.